Hey, what's up? It's your girl Tony Rochelle, aka Pretty Tony, where we're here with Knocksmith magazine, and I got a special guest today, Mr. Snow Polo. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. Thank you for having me.
Man, thank you for being here. We're gonna get right into it. I gotta get all up in your Kool-Aid and see what the flavor is, right? So, how did you get into the industry?
I don't really necessarily feel like I'm in the industry yet.
Oh, okay.
I don't feel like I'm in the industry yet.
So first of all, what do? You're an entrepreneur, you're an artist?
I'm a rapper.
You're a rapper.
I want to just accept that name. I'm a rapper. I'm gonna hold that title. I'm a rapper.
Okay, I like that. And why would you say you're not in the industry? Why would you say that?
Because I feel like in order for me to be in the industry, I gotta have, and this is not everybody's expectations of what it is as being in the industry. It's just my own. I feel like you gotta have a number one.
Okay.
Number one hit single, number one album. It gotta be some numbers up there.
I like that.
That's an honor.
How long have you been rapping?
Since 9.
Since 9. So you was writing your own material?
I was freestyling at that time, more just putting rhymes together, feeling the melody, and performing for myself. But later on down the road, I started writing my own material.
So when did you know you really wanted to take it serious as a rapper?
It's not something that you make a decision on. I feel like, I don't feel like you say, today I'm finna take this shit serious. Mm-hmm. No, it's just but so with the MC part, I always knew I could rap. Like the dope boys and the older dudes on the block, they used to pay me to rap for them. Mm-hmm. When I was a kid, like when I was 9 years old, they would pay me. They were like, I tried to give them some bullshit. They be like, no, start over.
You went at the lemonade stand. You was rapping instead.
That's crazy you said that. Listen, I made my first $100 selling Kool-Aid.
See?
I made my first $100 selling Kool-Aid. So.
And who don't like Kool-Aid? I like red Kool-Aid.
It was red.
Actually, I like doo-doo Kool-Aid.
The what?
Doo-doo Kool-Aid.
What's that?
You don't know what doo-doo Kool-Aid is? See, you got to be from the South to know what doo-doo Kool-Aid is. Doo-doo Kool-Aid is when you mix all the colors together, and then once the Kool-Aid is done, it looks like doo-doo.
You from the South?
I'm from the Midwest.
Where?
I'm from Oklahoma City.
Oklahoma City.
Yeah. So that's what you call doo-doo Kool-Aid. You guys try it.
I got you.
So, okay, so you made your first $100 selling Kool-Aid, but then when did you decide, like, you know what, I'm gonna
just really do this? Mm-hmm. When I came from prison, like when I was in prison, I was like, man, I want to do something different. Mm. I've been dedicated to this street shit, and I'm seeing where I'm headed. And it started in increments. First it was juvenile halls, boot camps, prison, now the county jail, then prison a few times. In the county jail, then prison, and I'm one of the people that can always see shit before it happens, and I could see where this was going, and I'm like, man, I gotta invest in something, and I chose to invest in rapping.
Are you originally from the Bay Area?
Originally, I'm from Oakland, California.
Okay, town business, cause you got like a little accent a little bit.
My grandparents from the South.
Okay, yeah, it's that deep rooted.
It gotta be.
So, what was the very first rap that you wrote? Do you remember?
I wrote, or the first rap I wrote, I definitely remember that rap. But the first rap I spit in the booth, I was 9. I was 9 years old. But the first rap I wrote, I remember I was in boot camp. I was in South Springs, and I remember that shit.
What was it about? Can you remember that?
Yeah, it was definitely about some street shit. Definitely,
yeah.
I'm coming with that heat. I was in boot camp, young nigga.
Yeah.
And I ran from the boot camp after I wrote the rap. They called me. I was like, I'm bringing that heat every time. I'm bringing that fire like this shit. I'm bringing fire.
So, who have you worked with in the industry? Have you worked with anyone?
Yeah, man. One of my most achievable moments was I got the honor to work with Mr. Fat, Mr. FAB, from my hometown. From North Oakland, and we had the hit single Show You What It Do, shot by Hatch 86. We did that at the Cookies grand opening location in Oakland, and that's like love. I got to work with a lot of talented producers, B Banks, Tracks from the Rich, the Mechanics, videographer wise, I love the cameramen. I love the photographers, because like that, you got to treat them as well as you treat yourself when you get up to prepare for your day, because they get you looking good.
Right.
So I take it into an honor as far as who I work with, as far as behind the scenes. Hatch 86, Stewie Films,
Throwing names out there.
XI photography. I mean videography. Wavy, my boy, Wavy P. Yeah, and I'm just staying in rotation. I'm trying to keep. I'm not gonna cheat myself when it comes to my videographer and photographer. I'm not gonna cheat myself at all.
What has been the hardest thing in this entertainment business for you?
I feel like the hardest thing is not doing the hardest thing. So if that make any sense to you, have you ever been or felt embarrassed and you didn't want to do something?
Oh, definitely.
Okay, the hardest thing, and I believe, I'm telling you, this is real truth. This is truth.
I want the uncut version.
Listen. If you're not embarrassed, you're not doing nothing.
Okay.
If you're not sweating under your arms, you're not doing shit. So I'm looking for the hardest thing. And when it comes to this business, before I could get into it, I need to do something that's making me embarrassed, something that's making me nervous, something like, man, I don't know about this, because that's what's gonna get you paid. That's what's gonna get you where you wanna be at, not being in your comfort zone. So whatever the hardest thing, if you find out before I do tomorrow, let me know, because that's what we finna get on.
Right. So it's really hard for people to stay encouraged and to build themselves up. So where did that come from?
I did everything as far as the wrong thing to the fullest. I did it all to the fullest. I never played with it.
So you learned from your mistakes?
No, not necessarily. What I'm saying is, if I could dedicate myself to something that's the wrong thing, and something I could dedicate my whole life to something, to some shit, to something that is going to hinder me, then why can't I dedicate my life all the way 110% to something that the results in the end is just going to be great? There's no failure. How can I lose?
I like that. Okay, so I would like to know, like, where did your name come from, Snow Polo?
Man, so my father was a pimp. My father was a pimp. He was in the life. He like a whole bunch of my daddy was in the life, man. My dad was in life. He had me in '89. He was 20 years old, going on 20. So when I was born, he was still in the life, and it just so happened that my name is Willie Hutz. I'm the fourth. So whatever they called my father, they called me. His name was Snow. When I got to a certain age, I wanted to do things differently because I've been living up to them same circumstances a whole lot of time in my life. So once I wanted to do things my own way and live my life, rather, it didn't matter what I wanted it to be or whatever I thought I wanted to do at the time, I had to change it to something different. And I did around Polo, Polo, players only live once. So they called me Willie Snow naturally.
Right.
Just because of what I was born into at the time. But Polo, players only live once. I want to do my playing thing. I want to do my shit. I want to do the rap shit. So the only way I could get people to respect me as being called Polo, it was if I add the Snow to it, because my neighborhood childhood friends, they would be like, man, your name, we don't know no Polo, your name is Snow.
Right.
Yeah, that's who we were calling you.
Right.
So, and I respect that because it's like, you know, we family. This started in family. So if you ain't trying to take that, then it's like you ain't accepting us because you're Willie Snow.
Okay. So you got it from the pops.
Yeah.
So if the people wanted to find you, could you tell us where your social media is,
Yes.
where people can find you?
For sure. Social media _Snow Polo.
Is that all your platforms, the same thing?
Everything Snow Polo or _Snow Polo, iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, Google Play, Tidal, everything.
Okay, people, y'all know where to find them at. Hey, thank you for taking the time out. You just came from LA, and you came to sit down with Pretty Tony,
That's
and I
right.
really appreciate that.
I appreciate you.
Hey, go check out his social media, you know, and I hope you become even more and more successful.
Of course.
All right, I'm your girl Tony Rochelle, aka Pretty Tony. We here at Knocksmith magazine with Snow Polo.
Just like that.